A very good afternoon to all. A very good afternoon to all. I, Pankaj Chaudhary, welcome the August gathering on this national webinar organized by PG Department of Commerce and Management, IQAC cell and FDP cell of the college. I welcome respected Principal Sir, Dr. Jagdish Gupta ji, Vice Principal Madam Dr. Santosh Tikku ji, Resource Person of the Day and Chairperson of the Department of Commerce, Kushetra University, Kushetra, Dr. Tejinder Sharma ji, IQAC Coordinator Shri Satveer Singh ji, Head of the Department of PG Department of Commerce and Management of our college, Dr. Madhu Gaba ji. We have with us the SCA members also, Dr. Rajinder Arora ji, Principal GCW Chika, General Secretary of SCMA, Dr. Pooja Malhotra ji, and Vice President of SCMA, Dr. Sanjeev Sharma ji. So we welcome you all on this national webinar. Now I request Principal Sir, Dr. Jagdish Gupta for their welcome address. Over to you, sir.
थैंक यू डॉक्टर पंकज। अपने कॉलेज के पीजी डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड मैनेजमेंट के द्वारा ऑर्गेनाइज किए जा रहे इस नेशनल वेबिनार में रिसोर्स पर्सन ऑनरेबल डॉक्टर तेजेंद्र शर्मा जी, चेयरपर्सन डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड मैनेजमेंट, IQAC कोऑर्डिनेटर प्रोफेसर सतवीर जी, डॉक्टर मधु गाबा जी, चेयरमैन डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स, आर्य कॉलेज पानीपत, पंकज जी, सभी फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, मैं आप सभी का आर्य कॉलेज फैमिली की ओर से हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं, हार्दिक अभिनंदन करता हूं और डॉक्टर तेजेंद्र जी का तहे दिल से आभारी हूं कि उन्होंने बहुत ही कीमती समय जो है आज दिया है। नो डाउट कि थोड़ा सा समय लेट हुआ टेक्नोलॉजी की वजह से, पर डॉक्टर साहब मुझे पता है एज चेयरपर्सन एंड एज डायरेक्टर डिस्टेंस एजुकेशन बहुत रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज आपके पास यूनिवर्सिटी की हैं, तो डेफिनेटली आज हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी की जो भी अचीवमेंट्स हैं, जो भी मैं कहूँ चाहे वो नेक की ग्रेडिंग है, दूसरी जो भी अचीवमेंट्स हैं, आप जैसे डेडिकेटेड और यंग और डायनेमिक जो है व्यक्तियों की वजह से है। डॉक्टर साहब, आर्य कॉलेज फैमिली की ओर से आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है, बहुत बहुत अभिनंदन है। डेफिनेटली पीजी डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ कॉमर्स एंड मैनेजमेंट ने आज ये डिस्ट्रप्टिव इनोवेशंस टॉपिक के ऊपर जो वेबिनार ऑर्गेनाइज किया है, मैं उम्मीद करता हूं कि सभी फैकल्टी मेंबर्स को बहुत ही इससे बेनिफिट मिलेगा। 21st सेंचुरी की ये बहुत ही इनोवेटिव कॉन्सेप्ट है, क्योंकि जो इनोवेशंस मार्केट को बहुत ज्यादा इंपैक्ट करते हैं उन्हें डिसरप्टिव इनोवेशंस हम लोग कहते हैं। डेफिनेटली आप इस टॉपिक के ऊपर पूरी तरह से मेरे सभी फैकल्टी मेंबर्स को आप जो है एनलाइटन करेंगे। और जहां तक कॉलेज की बात है, डॉक्टर साहब ये आपका अपना कॉलेज है, जो बाहर के दूसरे कॉलेजेस के और आउट ऑफ हरियाणा जो साथी जुड़े हैं उन्हें मैं ब्रीफ में बताना चाहूंगा कि आर्य पीजी कॉलेज इस एरिया का सबसे पुराना कॉलेज है। 1954 में एस्टेब्लिश हुआ और अबाउट 5000 स्टूडेंट्स आर स्टडिंग इन दिस कॉलेज, और हर फील्ड में, चाहे वो एकेडमिक्स है, चाहे वो कल्चरल एक्टिविटीज है, चाहे वो स्पोर्ट्स है, यहाँ के बच्चे जो है वो एक्सेल करते हैं और क्रेडिट जाता है यहाँ के डेडिकेटेड फैकल्टी को और हमारे कॉलेज के डेडिकेटेड मैनेजमेंट की गाइडेंस को, जो पूरी तरह से प्रयासरत रहते हैं कि बच्चों को अच्छी एजुकेशन और अच्छी मॉरल वैल्यूज यहाँ से दी जाए। डॉक्टर साहब, ज्यादा समय ना लेते हुए आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत और अभिनंदन करता हूं और उम्मीद करता हूं कि ये वेबिनार बहुत ही हमारे फैकल्टी मेंबर्स के लिए, सभी के लिए बहुत ही सहायक सिद्ध होगा। धन्यवाद डॉक्टर साहब।
Sir, thank you for your kind words. Now I would like to invite HOD Madam Dr. Madhu Gaba ji for introduction of the webinar. Madhu ma'am, over to you.
Good afternoon to all of you. Am I audible?
Your voice is not audible. No, there is some problem with mic. Just a minute.
Hello, good afternoon. Am I audible now?
No, ma'am.
Just a minute, technical team is coming here.
मैम योर माइक इज म्यूट, इसको अनम्यूट कर लीजिए।
No, no. Wait for a minute, sir, please.
नो प्रॉब्लम।
Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Now you are audible, but voice is low.
Okay.
Voice को full कर लें. Voice को full कर लें.
Okay. So good afternoon to all of you. Am I audible now?
Yes, yes. Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon. Yes. Okay. Good afternoon to all of you. I, Dr. Madhu, Department of Commerce and Management, welcome the honorable speaker of today's webinar, Dr. Thirinder Sharma, our worthy principal, Dr. Jagdish Gupta, all participants, and my dear friends. This webinar is going to be organized by the Department of Commerce in collaboration with the Cognitive Development Cell and Haryana Commerce and Management Association. The topic of the webinar is Disruptive Innovation, Managing the Change. So a disruptive innovation alters the way the businesses, the industries, and the customers operate. It transforms the old existing product into a newer one, having some superior attributes. So it has become the buzzword for the startup businesses demanding large production on mass scale since 1997. A truly disruptive innovation transforms the product or solution which historically was complicated, costly, and affordable only by the few people, and after the innovation, it becomes simple, less costly, and affordable and accessible by the large number of people. So if we take an example of personal computer, when IBM disrupted the market for typewriters and mainframe computers and developed best breed in design computer, this opened a new market for the personal computers for all sections of the society and transformed communication networks. So many more examples of disruptive innovations are like e-commerce, 3D printing, which is largely dominated by the industries these days, autonomous vehicles, and similarly, artificial intelligence, collaborative platforms, and virtual reality. All are the educational innovations. So even in this COVID-19 pandemic, when the physical marketing is unable to cope up with the economy, e-marketing is doing very well and satisfying the needs of the large number of people, and perhaps it is the, you can say, most prominent example of the disruptive innovations of all the times. So it is not the case with 2020 only. Whether we will enter into 2030 or 2040, it will also happen. always happen that the new things will come into existence and old will go down. Or you can say that the new things, old things will be disrupted by the new innovations. So business organizations must understand this fact. It is necessary for their survival. They must create they must create an environment, a culture of making investment on these disruptive innovations. Otherwise, they will be disrupted themselves. So, in order to enrich our knowledge in this field, we have today a very eminent scholar, Dr. Tejinder Sharma, Chairman, Department of Commerce, Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra. He is also the Directorate of Business Education and also the Worthy President of the Haryana Commerce and Management Association. He is a very good researcher and his areas of interest are marketing, international business and corporate governance. A large number of students are pursuing their PhDs under his kind supervision, and also a lot of students have been awarded the PhD degrees under his kind supervision. A lot of journals, although I do not know exactly the number, but a large number of research papers have been published, which are written by him in the national and international journals. So he is a man of determination. He is very enthusiastic, eager to do the things well in time. So with these words, I invite Dr. Tejinder Sharma to share his valuable views with us. Over to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Madhu.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the words of wisdom. Now we would like to invite Dr. Tejinder Sharma ji for their address, their keynote address.
A very good afternoon. I hope I am audible.
Yeah.
You are perfectly audible.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Jagdish Gupta ji, principal of the wonderful Arya PG College, Panipat.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you.
Wonderful college, wonderful principal, and a wonderful friend.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. Please. My pleasure.
Dr. Madhu Gaba, HOD, Department of Commerce, Arya PG College. And of course, ever smiling, most affable, dynamic Pankaj Chaudhary. And all the faculty members of Arya PG College and the people who are in this webinar. First of all, apologies for my late joining. I have done so many events on Microsoft Teams. I don't know what was happening today. I was trying to log in. I was very confident, no issues. I have to just click the link and I log in. But it was asking for the phone number, and every time I was entering the phone number, the SMS was not coming. I don't know where there was some gap. So every time what I was trying to do was I was trying to log in. Anyway, all said and done, there I Durustai at last. I mean, we are connected and I'm so happy, so grateful, so thankful, and so much enlightened by your patience. आप सब लोगों ने इतनी देर इंतजार करा. That means a lot for me, and I'm so thankful to you for this. Well, without wasting much of a time, I would come straight to the topic. I am so grateful to the person who has given me an opportunity to prepare a presentation on this disruptive innovation. Indeed, somebody who has really thought of this topic is the one who deserves compliment, and I'm sure it must be your brainchild, Dr. Jagdish Gupta ji. ऐसे नेक विचार आप ही कर सकते हो, futuristic thinking आप ही कर सकते हो, and of course, yes, your wonderful team as well, right? So you people have definitely thought of a very, very good topic, that is disruptive innovation. India is coming out of the sleep and we are waking on to a new horizon. We are looking forward to a new role in the world order. And in this whole process, This will be driven only and only by the innovative thinking of the young boys and girls who are studying in your and my educational institutions. So it was with this idea that I added this tail to this topic, disruptive innovation, developing innovative thinking in the students. Well, whenever nations grow, in the beginning, it is the factor driven growth. Factor driven growth means we all know there are factors of production. And when there are factors of production, land, labor, capital, entrepreneurship, etc., they all say join together and people add value to it. And then finally, that leads to value creation in a society. This happens, this continues, for some period of time. But if there is no factor of production available, then in that case, the growth also does not happen. The innovation does not happen. Then the development also does not happen. So in the initial stages of any economy, just like you see when we were independent, we were recently, say, coming out of the centuries of foreign rule. At that time, the only driver that we had was the factors of production. We were trying to harness our mines. We were trying to set up our factories, which were basically into the primary sector, and big factories were coming up. It was a manufacturing driven growth. So be it a nation, be it an individual, in the beginning, it's always the factor driven growth. After being, say, able to grow at a particular pace for a particular period of time, factor doesn't lead to any further growth. After that, if we want to go to the next stage of growth, then that becomes the wealth-driven growth. That means you try to become rich on the basis of your wealth. जिंदगी में सबसे मुश्किल शायद पहला 1 करोड़ रुपया कमाना होता है. Agree or disagree? पहली तनख्वाह लेनी बहुत मुश्किल होती है, पर फिर जब पहली तनख्वाह मिल जाती है तो फिर वो चल पड़ता है दौर. इसी तरह से जिंदगी में पहला 1 करोड़ रुपया कमाना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. जब पहला 1 करोड़ रुपया हम कमा लेते हैं तो उसके बाद 1 करोड़ से 5 करोड़ में बहुत कम समय लगता है. उतना नहीं लगता जितना पहले 1 करोड़ में लगा था. और जब 5 करोड़ हो जाते हैं तो फिर 5 से 10 में और भी कम समय लगता है, आधे से भी कम समय लगता है. और 10 करोड़ के बाद फिर अगले करोड़ों तो फिर अपने आप आने शुरू हो जाते हैं. Of course, yes, we have to be vigilant, as we can't be casual, otherwise growth doesn't happen. But by and large, wealth drives wealth. And after the initial struggle of, say, factor-driven growth, we reach out to what is known as wealth-driven growth, right? So when you are wealthy, then you go for investments. So once you have 100 crores and you want to touch 1,000 crores, then from 100 crores to 1,000 crores, you initially, say, go with the investments. You do some critical thinking, you do technical analysis, you identify the opportunities for investment. It can be anywhere, it can be stock market, it can be commodity, it can be some factory, it can be some service, it can be something new, right? Where your investment will drive your richness, where your investment will drive your progress, where your investment will drive the growth. तो ये तीसरी स्टेज होती है किसी भी देश में आगे बढ़ने की. That means initially being a factor driven, फिर उसके बाद wealth driven, and then third after that is the investment driven. एक टाइम के बाद क्या होता है कि this investment also stops the growth, right? This investment also stops the growth. Then the next stage comes, that is the stage of innovation, right? Innovation. So if at all you need to grow infinitely, then you have to be an innovation driven economy, right? An innovation driven economy. So whenever a large number of population gets engaged into innovation, then that becomes the powerhouse of the economy. Then that becomes the driver of the economy. And that is what is the stage at which we are right now. Just take the example of a few nations. I give you the example of a nation called Japan. Japan initially started as a copycat. Japanese quality was taken as inferior, but that was only the initiation of the idea. After that, Japan invented its processes, modified its technologies, went to zero defect. and Japan became an innovation-driven economy. And we all know that in the field of electronics, in the field of, say, these new high-end cutting-edge technologies, Japan is really doing wonders. And that is what is keeping it ahead. That is what makes it innovation-driven. Take the example of Italy. Italy has got a unique competitive advantage. Italy doesn't manufacture much of the things. Italy survives on, of course, yes, tourism, but in addition to that, Italy has got a very strong base for design. Be it any automobile, be it anything, you know, the design part is usually the core competence of Italy, and it's there that innovation happens. Switzerland. Another Switzerland is a nation which goes for something very, very innovative, something very, very different, right? So all these are innovation-driven nations. And of course, yes, I would be failing if I don't name a country called United States of America. United States of America is also an innovation-driven nation because most of the investments of United States are usually into innovation. But I am extremely, extremely proud to observe that in the times of pandemic, India has risen to the challenge. And just look at the pace at which the Indian pharmaceutical industry has come up with a vaccine, and a vaccine which has made India as the vaccine capital of the world. We are manufacturing largest quantity of the vaccines. We are coming up with newer and newer variants of very effective vaccines, which are working very well into our own country. So it is this opportunity, it's this challenge which has been converted into opportunity. And this is the result of only the disruptive innovation. Otherwise, you know, nations could not expect that a country like India would come up with a vaccine at such a fast pace. You know, they were laughing at us. They were thinking that India is going to have millions and millions of, say, infections, and, you know, people will die on streets. This was what the Western media was talking about us. But nothing of that sort happened. And the reason behind this was the disruptive innovation, not only at the leadership level, but also at the level of the scientists. So with this background, I once again compliment you all for having chosen this very important topic. Next slide, please. Next slide. Pankaj. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir. Next,
yes.
This is next slide, sir.
Yes. So you see, disruptive innovation is not a common innovation. It's not an incremental innovation. It's not a sustainability innovation. Disruptive innovation is something that is very, very different. You know, it's something that catches a big player all of a sudden. A stability happens in an industry, but then all of a sudden a small player comes, and that small player comes with such an innovative business idea that it really creates a new market. It really creates a new value network, and it eventually disrupts the existing market. It eventually disrupts the existing setup. It eventually leads to a complete redefinition of the rules and goals within which the market was functioning. Okay, it displaces the established market leader firms, products, and alliances. See how innovative that person would have been who observed that by rubbing two stones you can burn the fire. That was a disruptive innovation. Why it was disruptive innovation? Because that really redefined the way in which human beings are going to eat the food. See how intelligent that person would have been who invented the wheel. That was a disruptive innovation, right? Because that really changed the way in which things were moving, things were happening at that point of time. Now that same pace has come in the 21st century, wherein we are finding a plethora of products which are coming on daily basis into the market. And interestingly, most of these products which are coming, they're coming from these small firms. They're coming from the firms who were not the market leaders, and they're really challenging the rules of game. So this is what is the need of today. You don't need to be very rich. You don't need to be having plethora of resources. You don't need to have an abundance of ideas to be a disruptive innovator. All that you need is a skill, a fire in belly, a crazy innovation, a crazy drive to work, and you can be a disruptive innovator sitting anywhere. Most of the disruptive innovations, they have happened in small firms. It has happened at unknown places. It has happened by the first generation entrepreneurs. It has happened by the young boys and girls who were studying in the colleges and universities. That is what is the beauty of disruptive innovation. And if the Youngistan of today has to be really made, say, useful members of the society, then they have to go in for the disruptive innovation. Next. See, if we plot performance with time, what happens is that there are 4 straight lines which show the linear nature of performance with the time. If it is a low quality usage, then performance is at a low level. Then it is a medium quality usage, the performance is slightly better, right? When it is a high quality usage, performance increases. But in the most demanding usage also, performance is linear. A disruptive innovation would be something which takes you straight from low quality right up to the most demanding usage. And that happens within a fraction of a second. That happens within a fraction of a second. I just give you a very simple example, right? This example was to come later on, but I'll just give you a very simple example. Most of us are filling the forms online, right? Many of the forms which we are filling today, we are filling the forms online, and we have to upload our scanned images. If we talk to an old person, a person who is in his 50s or late 50s, for that person, what scanning would be? Scanning would be a big device on which you will keep a piece of paper. That piece of paper will be scanned, and then it will be taken into a PC. Into a PC, it will come as an image, then it will be edited, then it will be saved, then it will be renamed, and only then you will be able to add it. But just look at a very inexpensive, low-cost solution to this. Today, you don't need to purchase a 6,000, 10,000 rupees worth of a scanner. You do not need to have a laptop or a PC for this purpose. All that you need is a smartphone and a nice application which is there. Now, this app has really changed the way in which we all have been thinking. That is a disruptive technology. Microsoft Teams is a disruptive technology. Otherwise, to organize an event like this, how much cost it would have taken, how much effort it would have taken for the resource person, for the organizers, for the audience. But one single innovation, which helps us to see each other, that is what is disruptive technology. Look at our performance. Within half an hour, we all will carry home ideas. We all will carry home thoughts. And, and it will be an event that we would have done. So if we have to create the young boys and girls of tomorrow, we can't really rely on straight line thinkers, because straight line thinking has given us incremental progress. Now it's a time for quantum jump, just like our Prime Minister, while addressing for Atmanirbhar Bharat, said that now it's not the time for a straight line growth, it's a time for quantum jump. That means we need disruptive technologies, we need disruptive mindsets, we need disruptive thought processes by which we can really move from a low performance to a very high performance. And this is not at a very high cost, but this has to be at an affordable cost. By the vaccine innovation, India has shown that we have the capability of developing disruptive technologies. In the information technology, we have shown that we have the capability of disruptive technologies. In so many other industries, we are witnessing the young tiger rising, and young boys and girls are at innovation, and they are really coming up with wonderful startups who are really leading to very high value products. Next. Some of the examples which we all see around us, which we would like to take regarding the disruptive innovations which we see on daily basis. I would like to draw your attention to the light bulbs. If we look at the types of light bulbs which we were using about, say, 5, 7, 10 years ago, we all know it used to be a 100 watt or a 200 watt bulb, and how much of the heat it used to generate, how much of the electricity it used to generate. If a 200 watt bulb in a big, say, room is there, it would consume 1 unit of electricity in 4 or 5 hours. That was a level of inefficiency, and the bulbs used to get fused, and you see the life of a bulb was not more than 2 years, say 6 months, or maybe about say 8 months. But today we all know we are in the age of LED. We are having the next level of the light bulbs which are around us. Now this is a disruptive innovation, and the result is, it is adding value for everybody. It's adding value for the consumer, it's adding value for the electricity department, it's adding value for even the manufacturer. And for the same quantum of electricity, with the same amount of light, we are able to illuminate our homes, we are able to illuminate our cities, and we are able to illuminate even our villages. So this is an example of a disruptive innovation. Similarly, P2P. P2P stands for peer-to-peer accommodation. If you are moving out and you want a place to stay, today, we have got wonderful low-end solutions, Airbnb, homestay. There was demand, there was supply, but there was nobody to connect them. So today we have got a very beautiful solution, peer-to-peer. You don't need to go for very expensive hotels. You don't need to go for, say, looking for some relative who is there in a new city. All that you need is a mobile app, and you are able to get the accommodation. So this is again a disruptive innovation. OYO was a disruptive innovation, but unfortunately OYO has not done well financially, and now OYO is in a trouble. Similarly, just look at our entertainment, which has continued seamlessly, even when there has been, say, a lockdown. Earlier, the entertainment meant we were to go to some shopping mall to see a movie, but today, we can see a movie at our time, at any point of time, at our convenience. And we have got so many video streaming apps. We have got Netflix, we have got Hotstar, we have got Voot, we have got so many channels. These are really changing the rules of the game. कितना नखरा था ये केबल टीवी वालों का, डिश टीवी वालों का, कितना दिमाग खराब कर देते, कितना लूटा इन्होंने हमको. But just look at the low cost solutions which are giving us plethora of entertainment available to us. Radio, we are again revisiting the radio. पुराने जमाने की चीज गिना जाता था रेडियो को, but today again, radio has come. Just look at the FM radio. Yes, it is ubiquitous. बिल्कुल कोई इसमें खड़खड़ नहीं होती, कभी इसमें सिग्नल लॉस नहीं होता. बड़े प्यारे प्यारे गाने सुना करते थे हम उर्दू सर्विस के ऊपर, बट कभी कभी सिग्नल बहुत तंग करता था. But that doesn't happen in the FM. Similarly, leave FM, we have got a new radio, Carvaan. Now this is a disruptive innovation. You can download any number of songs, and you can listen to, you can tune into. Similarly, we have got so many apps today which are providing us online radio channels. You can really choose the person whose song you want to listen. पहले आपकी फरमाइश कार्यक्रम होता था, आप अपनी चिट्ठी लिखते थे, चिट्ठी लिखने के बाद फिर जो है वो गाना बजता था, और आपको हफ्तों महीनों इंतजार करना पड़ जाता था एक बार उस गाने को सुनने के लिए. और उसमें भी कितने वेरिएबल थे, आप उस वक्त उस प्रोग्राम को सुन रहे हैं तो सुन पाएंगे, अदरवाइज आप उस गाने को नहीं सुन पाएंगे. बट टुडे this is disruptive innovation. Anytime I want to listen to a song, all that I need is just a online radio channel. Online encyclopedia. लाइब्रेरी में आप लोग गए होंगे, कुरुक्षेत्र यूनिवर्सिटी की लाइब्रेरी में, तो यहाँ पर अमेरिकाना एनसाइक्लोपीडिया है, यहाँ पर हमारे पास ब्रिटानिका एनसाइक्लोपीडिया है. वो encyclopedia में we used to search for information on almost every topic of the world. I'm sure the young generation of today has not seen those encyclopedias, but my request to you is just go and see those offline encyclopedias as well. Young generation of today has got access to a very low cost solution by which they get the host of information at the click of a mouse, and that is happening with the help of Wikipedia. This is again a very, very big innovation. करोड़ों अरबों पेज जो हैं वो विकिपीडिया के ऊपर अवेलेबल हैं. दिस इज रियली ए वेरी बिग डिसरप्टिव इनोवेशन. स्मार्टफोन, कंप्यूटर में इनपुट डिवाइस अलग पढ़ाए जाते थे, आउटपुट डिवाइस अलग पढ़ाए जाते थे. किसी ने सोचा कि क्या दोनों एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म पे हो सकते हैं, तो लोगों ने उसका मजाक उड़ाया, अरे क्या कभी ऐसा भी होता है. बट जस्ट लुक एट the way in which smartphones have changed our life. For almost every problem of today we have a smartphone, and that smartphone is really made a very big difference on your life and my life. That is one of the most wonderful disruptive innovations of 21st century. This is a very big revolution that is going to change the way in which we human beings have been living. Online retailing. आपके पानीपत में सबसे बड़ी दुकान कौन सी है अगर मुझे पर्दे खरीदने हो तो? हेलो, कौन बताएंगे?
Most of the people go to Mansarovar.
मानसरोवर. मानसरोवर पे कितने कस्टमर आते होंगे एक दिन के?
पानीपत वाले बताएं प्लीज.
100 कस्टमर, 200 कस्टमर, 500 कस्टमर, 1000 कस्टमर. चलिए भाई 1000 आ गए तो पता नहीं अंदर जाने की जगह भी बचेगी कि नहीं बचेगी, राइट? यस, इट हैज गॉट इट्स लिमिटेशंस. बट अगर वही चीज ऑनलाइन पे हो तो देखिए हमारे पास करोड़ों करोड़ों स्मार्टफोन्स हैं, and there is a very high possibility that we will be able to reach out to those large number of people. This is disruptive innovation. Amazon is indeed a revolution. Amazon has really changed the way in which we were doing the business. It's not only Amazon now, those similar aggregation platforms are coming. Just look at we have some disturbance. Just look at Ola, Uber, they have really redefined. रिक्शा के इंतजार में कैसे खड़े रहते थे हम, टैक्सी के इंतजार में खड़े रहते थे हम, और आजकल देखिए बिल्कुल रेट भी फिक्स है, हर चीज फिक्स है. ओला, उबर से we can get a car or a taxi at any place, otherwise we had to go to the taxi stand. Similarly, mobile applications, scanner, photography. मुझे याद है पहले ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट फोटो खिंचा करती थी और कई बार फोटोग्राफर उसमें रंग भरा करते थे, एंड वी यूज्ड टू बी वेरी हैप्पी. ओ देखो ये रंगीन फोटो है. बट टुडे वी कैन डू एनीथिंग विद आवर फोटोग्राफ. आंख बंद आ गई, कोई बात नहीं, हम उसको खोल लेते हैं.
Please switch off. Sumitra with madam, please switch off your mic.
Hello.
Carry on, sir. Just a minute.
Yes. So you see, all these are examples of disruptive innovations which I and you use on daily basis. Next. Next slide. Hello. Yes.
Slide, sir.
See,
This is next slide.
Yes, this is the next slide, and I want you all to look at it very carefully. The inspiration behind innovation comes from the nature. Just look at this table which shows the nature's creation and which shows the human creation. The product is available in nature, and from that the human beings have taken a cue, they have taken an idea, and on the basis of that idea they have been able to develop a low cost solution or a solution for their problems, right? A solution for their problems. Just look at venom and poison which snakes used to have. Taking cue from that, the doctors, they have developed the anesthesia. Similarly, leaf, on every tree there are leaves, and what these leaves do, they do the photosynthesis, and in the photosynthesis what they do is they take the sunlight, they convert the sunlight into energy, and the tree is able to grow. And today we know the solar panels, they are based on the leaf technology. Leaves are the best solar panels which God could have designed. Similarly, just look at the human brain, not only human, rather brain which is there in any living being. Now brain is just like a CPU of a computer. So that is how you see we can draw the inspiration of various things for innovation from the nature itself. DNA. A DNA is just like a computer program. देखिए करोड़ों अरबों लोग हैं, हर एक की आंखें यहीं उगती हैं, हर एक के कान यहीं लगते हैं, हर एक का सिर ऊपर होता है, हर एक के बाल आते हैं, एक टाइम तक बाल काले रहते हैं, बड़े होते हैं, सफेद हो जाते हैं, झड़ जाते हैं, दांत आते हैं. किसने प्रोग्रामिंग करी? हर चीज की प्रोग्रामिंग है. And this is done at the DNA level. DNA is nothing, just 24 small say bits and pieces of the sugar and protein molecules, and they do the whole coding, and this coding goes on generation to generation. What could be more fascinating than this? अभी ये छोटा सा DNA प्रोग्राम ही तो है ये जो कोरोना वायरस है. देखिए किस तरह से, पता नहीं कोरोना वायरस का वो प्रोग्राम कैसा है. कि इंसान तक पहुंच भी जाता है, पहुंच के जाके बिल्कुल जाता भी उसी जगह पे है, हमारे फेफड़ों तक ही पहुंचता है, नुकसान भी वहीं करता है, अटैक भी वहीं करता है. And this is again you say an example of a computer program. So we can probably change the computer program and we can redefine the say functioning of the virus. Maybe let us hope so. How the scientists are going to do that. से हमारी आंख से अच्छा कैमरा और क्या है, जितने मर्जी सेल्फी को एडिटिंग करने के हम एप्स ले लें, बट यू नो द वंडरफुल थिंग व्हिच आवर आई डज, दैट इज रियली रियली रिमार्केबल. देन आईलिड, हमारी आंखों के ऊपर जो पुतली है, इसे हम बार बार बंद करते हैं, खोलते हैं आंखों को. प्रोबेबली यू नो व्हेन यू मेक अ विंडशील्ड वाइपर ऑन आवर कार, दैट इज एन एग्जांपल ऑफ दिस. गाड़ी के ऊपर जब बारिश आती है, वाइपर मारते हैं ना, तो प्रोबेबली आंखों से ही लिया गया है. Similarly, you know, incisor teeth, these teeth are the say driver behind making a knife. ये जो हमारा हार्ट है, जो दिल धड़कता है पूरा टाइम, now this is an example of a pump, right? Spinal cord, रीढ़ की हड्डी, now this उसमें nervous system है. So now you see all telecommunication, internet, all your design part, that is again an example of this, you know. Similarly, birds kya hai? We have learned so many things from birds. We have learned to make aeroplanes from by looking at the birds. We have learned music from the birds. So this is how you see nature drives innovation. And the person who takes a cue from nature is the one who is able to develop a disruptive innovation. Newton एक ही बना, और उससे पहले सेब तो गिरते थे और लोगों ने देखे भी थे गिरते हुए, but it was Newton who thought of the idea, and that disruptive innovation in the form of that theory of gravity, that really redefined our understanding of the whole universe. So when we prepare young boys and girls in our colleges and universities, I think so we need to teach them how to live. And if we teach them how to live, they will understand how nature functions, because we will live in the nature, and this observation will help them to create solutions which can add value and which can lead to disruptive innovations. Next. We can go for the next slide. Pankaj. So, you see, disruptive innovations, this basically started in 1995 with the disruptive technologies. This was published in Harvard Business Review. The article's name was Catching the Wave, and he coined the term disruptive innovation, right? And then you see this term got more ideas in 2003, 2006, 2008. And I would not go into the history part, how this theory developed, because you see, this is available at so many places on the internet and everywhere. You can just read it. So it has basically progressed from the technology to business models to social change, then to healthcare and education. Then in 2016, it was the theory of jobs to be done, theory of disruptive innovation. And finally, you know, we have the theory of hybridization of innovation, because today's innovations, they are really a result of so many say hybrids that are say coming, hybrid models that are leading to innovation. Any issues with screen sharing? Now, there are several types of innovations, you know. Why do we call an innovation as disruptive innovations? Innovations can be classified into different types on the basis of their impact on the market and on the basis of the novelty of the technology. So if there is a low impact on, say, market, and if there is a low novelty of the technology, then it is known as incremental innovation. अब क्या होता है कि कार होती है, उसमें थोड़ा सा चेंज करके वो मॉडल चेंज कर देते हैं, but by and large the chassis and by and large rest of the things for the car, they remain the same. That is known as incremental innovation. After incremental innovation, we have the radical innovation, which is a technological breakthrough which transforms the industries and often creates a new market. In this case, the impact is still low. Innovation may be radical, but it's a technological breakthrough. But most of the industries, they have not transformed and the impact is slow, right? Then there can be some technologies which have got a very high impact on the market, but in terms of novelty, they are low technologies, right? There is a significant improvement on the product that aims to sustain. So sustaining innovation, most of the firms, what they do is they go and they make their investment in sustaining innovation. Sustaining innovation means it's a low cost innovation, but they try to create a very high impact on the market. But disruptive innovation is the one which is absolutely new game. It's a technology or a new business model that disrupts the existing market.
And FDP, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any disturbance? I hope I'm audible.
Yes, we have muted to all.
Okay. Right. I hope I am audible.
Yes, you are perfectly audible.
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Chaliye, thank you very much for the confirmation. So you see, these are the types of innovations on the basis of their impact and the novelty of technology. For the novelty of technology, I want you to understand one thing very important, that is, you don't need to have very high investments, or you don't need very big amount of money to go for, say, these kinds of the disruptive technologies. All that you need is some little idea, right? That is required for the disruptive technology. Next. Next, please, Pankaj. Yes. Now you see, piche wala. Yes. You see, we have already discussed about this. The sustaining innovation was like a camera, right? A camera in which you added new features, but today we are into the disruptive innovation, which has come in the form of smartphone. अब ये स्मार्टफोन ने तो कमाल ही कर दिया है, स्मार्टफोन ने आके बहुत सारे पुराने प्रोडक्ट्स को तो बिल्कुल मौत के घाट भेज दिया है. I mean, we don't no longer buy the cassettes, we no longer buy the say walkie-talkie, or we no longer buy the Walkman, we no longer buy the watches, we no longer buy all these products. Smartphone is a low-end solution. Similarly, we have got say Google Maps, which is really another very disruptive innovation, and Google Maps is going to redefine almost everything. अभी देखिए, हम लोग टोल टैक्स देते हैं, जब पानीपत आना होता है तो हमें 2 बार टोल टैक्स देना पड़ता है. अब परंतु कुरुक्षेत्र से करनाल तक जाने के लिए कोई टोल टैक्स देने की जरूरत नहीं होती है. Just because of the technology of say Google GPS, GIS, now government is going to start the new method of toll tax collection. आप जैसे ही सड़क पे चढ़ेंगे, on the basis of the distance that you travel, your toll tax will be calculated, and your account is already linked with the say FASTag. The money will be deducted from your account, and government will have no loss of revenue, right? This is something unthinkable earlier. So it is a disruptive innovation which is benefiting the government as well. Of course, yes, for we say users, we are also going to have a low cost solution. अब कुरुक्षेत्र से करनाल तो कोई टोल टैक्स नहीं देना, पर अगर बस्तारा से अगर मान लीजिए करनाल से पानीपत जाना है, तो for a very small distance that you have traveled, you have to go and you have to give the toll tax. Now it will be totally based on the amount of the usage that you are making. अब पहले क्या होता था, 1 मिनट की कॉल होती थी, और 1 मिनट से 1 सेकंड भी ऊपर हो गया तो पूरे मिनट के पैसे लगते थे, but today we pay on per second basis. So that is a disruptive innovation. Next, please. Next. We can skip this. Yes. Now we come to the important aspect which I and you really need to talk about and we really need to think. This is about fostering creativity in the minds of the student. देखिए, ये तो पूरी कहानी आपने सुन ली अब तक, डिसरप्टिव इनोवेशन है क्या, पर आपका सीधा सीधा क्वेश्चन ये होगा कि सर थ्योरी की तो बात हो गई, अब हमको ये बताइए कि एज टीचर्स, how does this matter to us? What is it that we need to carry home and to carry forward to our classes when it comes to disruptive innovation? So the message which I want to give as a result of this webinar is that we need to instill the creativity in the minds of the students, right? जो हमारे पास विद्यार्थी हैं, उनके दिमाग में हम creativity लाएं, और वो क्रिएटिविटी जो है देने के बाद वो लोग फिर आगे बढ़े with the disruptive innovation. Okay, with the disruptive innovation. Now, what type of learners we are having in our colleges? आप एक काम करेंगे मेरे कहने पे अपनी अपनी क्लासेस में, आप एक काम करना, मैंने अभी रिसेंटली किया है, आप अपने स्टूडेंट से पूछ के देखना कि एमएसपी क्या होता है। आजकल एमएसपी काफी चर्चा में है, तो मेरी अभी सब बहुत ज्यादा इसमें टीचर लोग ही जुड़े हुए हैं, तो मेरी आप सबसे एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि आप अपनी क्लास में जब जाएं तो क्लास में रैंडमली जस्ट क्वेश्चन पूछ के देखना कि बच्चों एमएसपी क्या होता है। मैंने अभी कुछ दिन पहले ही पूछा है अपनी क्लास में, पता नहीं आपके स्टूडेंट्स थोड़े ज्यादा इंटेलिजेंट होंगे, पर मुझे तो कुछ स्टूडेंट्स ऐसे मिले जिन्हें यह भी नहीं पता था कि एमएसपी क्या होता है, और वो एग्रीकल्चरल परिवारों से थे, वो एग्रीकल्चर से जुड़े हुए लोग थे। व्हाट टाइप ऑफ लर्नर्स वी आर क्रिएटिंग? क्लास से पूछा रबी क्या होती है, खरीफ क्या होती है, उन्हें ये पता नहीं था। कि बच्चों से ये पूछा कि रबी में क्या उगता है, खरीफ में क्या उगता है, उन्हें पता नहीं था। रबी में कौन सी फसल आती है मंडी में, उन्हें ये पता नहीं था। खरीफ में कौन सी फसल आती है, उन्हें ये पता नहीं था। What creativity are we talking of? We really need to think. सबसे पहली क्रिएटिविटी तो हमें टीचर्स में लानी पड़ेगी कि what type of rote learners we are creating. रट्टा मारा हुआ है किताब के ऊपर, नेचर, स्कोप, एडवांटेजेस, डिसएडवांटेजेस लिख देंगे बहुत बढ़िया अच्छी हैंडराइटिंग में, वर्ड बाय वर्ड डिट्टो टेप देंगे, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू ऑब्जर्वेशन, व्हेन इट कम्स टू फाइंडिंग ए सॉल्यूशन, राइट, वी आर ब्लैंक। ये बहुत बड़ा इशू है। मैं तो बहुत आहत हुआ हूं इस चीज को देख के। आज मैंने स्टूडेंट्स को मंडी में भेजा हुआ है, कुछ दोस्तों ने कहा अरे कोरोना फैला हुआ है, क्यों भेज रहा है मंडी में, कोई एक्शन हो जाएगा। मैंने कहा कुछ नहीं होगा, राइट। वी हैव टू टेक इनोवेशन। आप में से बहुत लोग जानते होंगे कि मेरे पास फॉरेन के स्टूडेंट्स आया करते थे टू स्टडी ए विलेज इन डिस्ट्रिक्ट पानीपत, राइट, and I used to show them a village in district Panipat. Some of the people who are in this group, they already have been a member of those teams as well. See, those people used to come say 5,000 kilometers away to study a village in a different country and develop the solutions. Why can't we have this ecosystem in our own countries? Because we lack creativity. Without creativity, there would be no progress, and we would be repeating forever the same patterns and same ways of thinking. I think so. This is what we need to change. The teachers have to be creative. We really need to impart creativity so that we can create the disruptive innovators from our colleges and from our universities. That is what is the message which I want to give. Next. Creativity is not the exclusivity for elite people. You know, many innovations have happened at subsistence levels. Many innovations have been done by uneducated people. It can be developed in all persons. Creativity is something that has got nothing to do with age, that has got nothing to do with gender, that's got nothing to do with, say, the affluence in terms of money. Creativity is a way of thinking. It's a personal problem solving process, and it's a problem solving in which you go for a non-routine kind of a functioning. It can be learned, it can be practiced, it can be successfully applied by everybody in every walk of life. That is what is to be understood. And if we understand this, I think so, we can instill this creativity into the minds of the students who come to us with a hope. Next. Creativity, basically, you know, it passes through various stages. When we have to, say, develop the creativity in the minds of the students, we need to, first of all, prepare them, right? We need to prepare them. We need to give them some thought of a, say, some background work, some exercise, some activity, that how exactly they can be creative, right? So once they are creative, they will become crazy. Why they'll become crazy? The reason is because these people will be having a different thought process, right? And that thought process should be given an incubation. It should be given an ecosystem. It should be given a place where that thought can survive, where that thought can develop, where that thought can come. That is what is the incubation part. And a teacher's role at incubation is very important. Some crazy thinker is usually stopped by the teacher. No, don't think this way. Think straight line. But if we have to grow infinitely, we have to incubate the creativity. We have to incubate the craziness. Similarly, insights. Once that incubation comes, the creativity will lead to insights. And then, after insights, there will be a plethora of solutions, plethora of crazy ideas, which will be new ways of problem solving. Now that will be offered, that will be available to us. A creative thinker gets critical insights into the big picture. You see, if we try to understand what are the characteristics of intelligence, I asked this question in my class. In my class, my class is my most wonderful laboratory. And I myself learned so many things from the class. I asked my students a few weeks ago that what is it that you mean by intelligence, right? एक समझदार और जिसको हम कहते हैं कम समझदार है, तो उसमें क्या डिफरेंस होता है? So my students gave me this, not my answer. My students gave me this answer. They said, sir, an intelligent person is the one who is able to see the big picture. Right? So the first quality of intelligence is your capability to look at the big picture. Once you're able to see the big picture, the next stage of intelligence is that you are able to choose the right alternative. And once you have chosen the right alternative, the next characteristic is that you've got memory. You are able to recall that right alternative in the next situation as well. So this is possible only when we'll have insights. After insights, we need to go for evaluation and then finally elaboration. Now, these are the stages of creative thought. And we in the classes really need to come up with the, different lecturing method. अब ये जो national education policy आ रही है, ये बहुत बड़ी flexibility दे रही है टीचर को, right? अब आज तक हम लोग जो है अपना हमारा वर्कलोड जो है वो काउंट होता था, लेक्चर कितने लिए, एपीआई में कैटेगरी 1 में हमें भरना पड़ता था कितने % लेक्चर लिए। अरे भैया, लेक्चर के अलावा जो हम उनको इतनी इनसाइट्स दे सकते हैं, टीचिंग दे सकते हैं, उसको भी तो हम गिनना शुरू करें, right? I think so we need to come out of lecture, we need to come out of say examination. आजकल ऑनलाइन एग्जाम चल रहा है। अब I don't want to say divert the discussion, but the fact is कि जो स्टूडेंट्स ये 2 बैचेस में पास आउट होने वाले हैं, what type of education, what type of depth of education are they going to have as a result of this online experience? That is something which we all will need to do introspection. हमें देखना पड़ेगा, सोचना पड़ेगा कि ये हम कर क्या रहे हैं। बहुत बड़े क्वेश्चन मार्क्स हमारे सामने 2022 और 23 में खड़े होने वाले हैं और हमें उसकी तैयारी आज से करनी पड़ेगी। For this purpose, we really, as teachers, also need to have the creativity into process. Yes, we can convert this challenge into opportunity, but at the same time, say we can't be blind to the challenge which is before us. Next, please. Next. Give wings to imagination. We need to give wings to the imagination. पुराने जमाने में एक जगह से दूसरी जगह संदेश भेजने के लिए कबूतर होते थे। फिर कबूतर के बाद डाकिया आया, डाकिया चिट्ठी लेके जाता था, वन वे कम्युनिकेशन थी, आपकी चिट्ठी गई सेंडर से रिसीवर के पास, रिसीवर ने उस चिट्ठी को पढ़ा, फिर उसने चिट्ठी लिखी, दोबारा माध्यम बना हमारा डाकिया और हमारे पास जवाब आया। उसमें दिन लगे, हफ्ते लगे, महीने लगे, कुछ पता नहीं है। कबूतरों से हम लोग आए एक ऑर्गेनाइज्ड पोस्टल सर्विस के पास। ऑर्गेनाइज्ड पोस्टल सर्विस के बाद फिर हमारी डिसरप्टिव टेक्नोलॉजी आई, दैट वाज एसएमएस। एसएमएस के बाद अगली स्टेज आई, एसएमएस में सिर्फ टेक्स्ट जाता था, वी हैड एमएमएस। एमएमएस के बाद हमारे मैसेंजर आया, फेसबुक का, व्हाट्सएप आया, एंड टुडे वी ऑल नो हाउ फार वी हैव कम एंड टुडे वी आर कनेक्टेड। कभी सोचा भी नहीं था किसी ने कि हम बात करने वाले की कभी शक्ल भी देख पाएंगे। थैंक्स टू द इमेजिनेशन ऑफ दीज क्रेजी पीपल who have made the life so different for all of us. Today, we also need to give wings to the imagination of the students. And believe me, this is not costly. बिलीव मी दिस इज नॉट डिफिकल्ट। अब कॉमर्स के स्टूडेंट सॉल्यूशंस ढूंढ रहे हैं आईटी के। आप लोगों ने देखा होगा कुछ साल पहले हमने रत्नावली ऑर्गेनाइज करी थी। आई वाज इन अ डिफरेंट रोल एट दैट टाइम, और रत्नावली के लिए हमने ऐप बनाया था, और वो ऐप बनाने वाला स्टूडेंट कॉमर्स का था। वो ऐप बनाने वाला स्टूडेंट जो था वो कंप्यूटर से नहीं था, वो आईटी से नहीं था। और उस ऐप के माध्यम से, दैट वाज अ ट्रेंडिंग ऐप ऑन गूगल फॉर 3 days. We were really surprised the amount of, say, flutter it had generated, and people were watching Ratnavali live all over the world. There were thousands and thousands of people from Haryana who were watching the performances of the wonderful artists of Arya PG College. Arya PG College एजुकेशन के साथ साथ ये कल्चर में भी बहुत महारत रखता है। जगदीश जी की लीडरशिप यहाँ भी दिखाई देती है कि उन्होंने किस तरह से इतना बढ़िया माहौल दे रखा है कलाकारों को भी। और ये देखिए कल्चर के फील्ड में भी बहुत नाम कमा चुका है। इट इज जस्ट बिकॉज दे हैव गिवन विंग्स टू द इमेजिनेशन। I think so we need more colleges like Arya PG College who give wing to the imagination of the young students, and they come up with these kinds of the solutions. हम टीचर लोग, हमें तो लीडरशिप देनी है, बस हमें तो माहौल देना है। और बिलीव मी स्टूडेंट्स इतने टैलेंटेड हैं, ये कुछ भी कर गुजरते हैं। Just give them a thought, just give them a leadership, just give them a protection, just give them an idea, and see how far they will go ahead. And that is what is the need of the hour today. Next. ये मैं अक्सर बहुत बार जिन्होंने मेरा लेक्चर अटेंड किया होगा, मैं बात करता हूँ थर्ड आई की। थर्ड आई मीन्स कि हम सब दो आंखों से दुनिया को देखते हैं। Probably it's a time when we need to go for opening of the third eye. We really need to go for active learning. Today's students are passive learners. We need to convert that passive learning into active learning. A student who can relate learning with life. ये जो हमारा विषय है कॉमर्स, मैनेजमेंट, कंप्यूटर, आईटी, ये बड़ा कमाल का विषय है, राइट? ये बड़ा कमाल का विषय है। ये हमारे जीवन का विषय है, राइट? ये हमारी जिंदगी से जुड़ा हुआ विषय है। अगर हम इसे सिर्फ किताबों तक महदूद कर देंगे, किताबों तक सीमित कर देंगे, तो फिर इसका दायरा बड़ा छोटा सा हो जाएगा, सिमट जाएगा। इसको किताबों से निकालकर जीवन से जोड़ो और देखिए हाउ एक्टिव लर्नर्स वी कैन क्रिएट, because all these things happen around us every day, and it's the role of we teacher that if we have to create disruptive innovators, we need to have active learners who can find solutions to the problems. But first of all, they need to understand the problems. And how will they understand the problems? When they will go in the community, when they will do community service, when they will go and they will live with the people around them. They will not just come from their home to the college and then back into the home and then finally an evening in a cafe with the friends, hang out and then again sleep and then again have the same routine next day. No, they have to go into the communities. They have to go to a village. They have to go to a area around them. They must visit a mall. They must visit the sabzi mandi. They must visit the anaj mandi. They must visit a factory. They must visit a hill station. They must visit different places and observe people, how people of different socio-economic groups they live, what are the problems they face. Can we have innovations which can solve their problems? This will come when they will be an active member of the community. Let there be some association with an NGO. Let them work in some club. Let them work in some other place, and that is what is going to create a sense of collaboration. And as a result of the collaboration, when they'll see they're not alone, they'll have risk-bearing capacity. And when they'll have a risk-bearing capacity, they will come up with crazy solutions, crazy ideas. And that is what is going to be the driver for, say, the disruptive innovation. हम फ्यूचर के लिए स्टूडेंट्स तैयार कर रहे हैं, आने वाले कल के लिए। पास्ट के कल में जीना बंद करके आने वाले कल की तरफ देखें। एक नया भारत का निर्माण हमारे सामने एक चैलेंज है। We really need to work very hard and we need to create the leaders for tomorrow, and that is what will be the contribution of we teachers towards this disruptive thinking. With this, I stop with my talk and I look forward to your ideas, your thoughts, your comments, your discussion. and we can spend next few minutes for the questions, for the thoughts, for the comments, for the additions which may come from your side. Yes, I am so enlightened to be a part of this wonderful group. Today, we all are here to discuss, to think about, and I am looking forward to your thoughts and inputs. Yes, over to the wonderful audience.
Yes, participants, if you have any query, you may ask. Participants, you may ask questions. Anybody have any query? Participants?
Good afternoon, sir. Monica here from Maharishi Markandeshwar University in Milana. It's a very good session. I feel I learn a lot from your lecture. How to teach the students of the class, how to motivate them to do something different rather than regular lectures. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Tejinder Sharma ji. It's a very nice lecture.
Thank you, Monica, for the endorsement. You see, just carry home the idea. So when you go to the class next time, plan your lecture in such a way that you feel convinced that the same subject will generate thoughts in the minds of the people, right? That is what is the take home. That is what is the take home. Right?
Exactly.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
I
Mamta
see a
Chawla, you
hand
have
being
raised your hand.
raised by Mamta.
A very good afternoon to each one of you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Tejinder sir, for enlightening us. But I have a question, sir, that you may suggest to all the faculty members. It's in terms of disruptive practices in teaching learning mode, especially when we are holding these online classes. So I'm using so many tools. So in case you can recommend some of the tools, those can be very beneficial to all the faculty members over here. Like I'm using Quizy, Kahoot. So that way, in case you can share, so that can help us to deliver better and engage the student more. That is my question. Thank you, sir.
A very, very wonderful and a relevant question, Mamta, you have asked. It's not about the tools. It's about the innovative use of the tools. How these tools can be used for engagement of the students.
Yes.
That is important. I'll take you back to 2005. Astha is been our student and she is teaching in Arya PG College. I started this innovation in that class. We were not having anything at that time in terms of IT infrastructure and humanware as well. So we started with an e-group, and the result of that e-group was that one day before the lecture, I used to send the idea to the class, and then we used to have the lecture. Then we used to have a discussion on the e-group, and it was a vibrant e-group. It's still functioning. It's still there, right? That e-group is still there. So that e-group was a starting point, and then after the e-group, we started with the blogging. We started with so many things. So it's not about the question of the apps. It's about how creatively you use the app. Now, let me be a little more concrete. You will say, yes, what does it mean to me in my classroom? You see, you first of all plan what is it that you want to achieve as a result of your say teaching. Now, when you plan it, then use the mix of the apps. Use the mix of the apps along with the student activity, along with the report, so that you can see whether your learning objectives have been achieved or not. देखिए जो भी apps हैं, what these apps are doing nothing. They're only improving your communication with the students or improving your evaluation method with the students. Their interfaces change, but the basic objective behind the apps remains the same. So creativity of a teacher comes on how aptly is the learning outcome as a result of the usage of these apps being achieved or not, right? So any of the apps, you can use anything. You can use Piazza, you can use say any learning management system, you can use any online education system, but then it's the mix by which you are using it and the outcome that it is leading to, that is what is say important. Okay,
Thank you.
so plan your lesson, then find out at what point of time am I going to use which tool, and then you will find the effectiveness of your whole process that comes out. Yes, Ajay Kaushik ji.
हाँ, तेजेंद्र शर्मा जी, आपको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि आपने इतना अच्छा फैकल्टी डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम लिया है। इसमें मैं जो समझ पाया, मेरी बेसिक जो लर्निंग है कि हमको एक तो रोटन लर्निंग सिस्टम से दूर जाना है, जैसे हमारी न्यू एजुकेशन पॉलिसी भी कहती है। ठीक उसी तरह से जैसे हमने नैरो गेज रेलवे लाइन को यूज किया, अब वो ज्यादा काम की नहीं है, तो उसी तरह से ये पुराना सिस्टम हमारा अब काम का बचा नहीं है। सेकंड, हम ब्रॉड गेज पे चल रहे हैं, लेकिन ब्रॉड गेज से हमारा काम नहीं चलेगा। उसी तरह से जैसे हमारा जो अभी टीचिंग लर्निंग मेथड है, टीचिंग लर्निंग प्रोसेस है एंड टीचिंग लर्निंग ऑब्जेक्टिव्स हैं, वो अभी भी इंसिडेंटली दे आर नॉट कोहेसिव, काफी गैप रह जाते हैं। तो हमें क्या चाहिए, हमें स्विच ओवर करना चाहिए सुपरसोनिक और सुपर फास्ट ट्रैक पे। उसके लिए मेरा छोटा सा सजेशन है, क्योंकि अभी हमारे पास हर तरह की फैकल्टीज बैठी होंगी, वो मैनेजमेंट की भी होंगी, वो आईटी की भी होंगी, वो एग्रीकल्चर की भी होंगी, साइंस की भी होंगी, टेक्नोलॉजी की भी होंगी। तो जो सबसे अच्छा मेथड मुझे समझ में आ रहा है कि हमें स्टूडेंट्स को ज्यादा से ज्यादा फ्रीडम देते हुए हमें स्टूडेंट्स को कहना चाहिए कि जो सिलेबस है उसमें ये चैप्टर है, आप उसको खुद एक बार घर पे या जहां भी हैं आप समझ के आइए, वी विल डिस्कस इन द क्लासरूम। सेकेंड थिंग कि यू आर फ्री एंड यू आर ए वेरी गुड डेवलपमेंटल सिटीजन ऑफ द सोसाइटी। सो क्योंकि हमसे ज्यादा हमारे स्टूडेंट्स, क्योंकि दे आर लार्ज इन नंबर, दे perceive the society in a better manner and they can come with the problems and we can discuss the solutions of that problem relating to that particular topic. So in that case, जैसे अभी आपने बताया कि ये जो सिचुएशंस हैं जो चेंज होती हैं, जो कई बार बहुत ही ऑड सिचुएशन होती हैं, वो हमें बहुत कुछ सिखा जाती हैं। ठीक उसी तरह से भगवान महावीर यूनिवर्सिटी सूरत में भी जब ये कोरोना आया तो उस टाइम पे ये जो सैनिटाइजर था ये 1000 रुपीज पर लीटर मिल रहा था। उस टाइम पे हमारे फार्मेसी स्टूडेंट्स ने तुरंत स्विच ओवर किया और हमने परमिशन और रजिस्ट्रेशन करा के हमने खुद अपनी इंस्टीट्यूट में हमने सैनिटाइजर बनाना शुरू किया। तो ये क्यों पॉसिबल हुआ? क्योंकि हमने स्टूडेंट्स को फ्रीडम दिया। तो सबसे मेन मुद्दा ये है कि हमारा जो पहले वाला सिस्टम था कि स्टूडेंट्स को डरा धमका के हम समझाएंगे, तो ऐसे कभी ह्यूमन बीइंग समझ नहीं पाएगा। तो हम जितना स्टूडेंट्स को फ्री छोड़ेंगे, हम जितना उनका कॉन्फिडेंशियल लेवल बढ़ाएंगे, हम जितना उनको मोटिवेट करेंगे फॉर इनोवेशंस, डेफिनेटली दे विल बी डूइंग वंडर्स। यस सर, आई एम ओवर फ्रॉम माय साइड।
बिल्कुल सही कहा आपने अजय जी, एंड आई रियली कॉम्प्लीमेंट यू फॉर योर लीडरशिप इन मोटिवेटिंग द स्टूडेंट्स टू डेवलप सैनिटाइजर। बिल्कुल ऐसा ही हुआ था। देखिए, हमने तो जीरो से शुरू की थी ऑनलाइन। जब अचानक लॉकडाउन लगा तो ना आप तैयार थे, ना हम तैयार थे, ना स्टूडेंट तैयार थे। पर आज देखिए हिंदुस्तान ऑनलाइन में और बड़े लो कॉस्ट जुगाड़ से ही हमने देखिए ऑनलाइन कितना बढ़िया चला लिया। देखा जाए तो हमने एजुकेशन को जीरो नहीं होने दिया, राइट? यस, वी मस्ट मोटिवेट स्टूडेंट्स। करो शरारत, कोई बात नहीं, हम बैठे हैं। हाँ ठीक है, कोई दिक्कत है हम आपको सोल्यूशन देंगे। वी गिव यू एन इकोसिस्टम, वी गिव यू एन एनवायरनमेंट। Be innovative, right? Be innovative and let your creativity be have wings. And yes, the students of today are really good. उन्हें मौका देकर तो देखो। मैंने तो बहुत बड़े इवेंट्स स्टूडेंट्स के बेस पे करवा दिए, राइट? हमारे स्टूडेंट वॉलंटियर्स इतना बढ़िया काम करते हैं, जस्ट उन पे ट्रस्ट करो। Give them ecosystem, and yes, I have seen the results and I have seen how nicely they perform. every class for us is a wonderful experience. हाँ, उसके लिए हमें भी तो रोट लर्नर अगर तैयार नहीं करने हैं तो रोट टीचर भी तो छोड़ने पड़ेंगे. अपने पुराने नोट्स को फेंक दो, राइट? अपने पुराने नोट्स को कभी भी दूसरे साल रिपीट मत करो, उनको फेंक दो. हर साल नई पीपीटी बनाओ, कभी लेक्चर रिपीट मत करो, कभी वो किताब रिपीट मत करो. देखिए, रोट लर्नर से हम रोट टीचर हैं तभी तो रोट लर्नर क्रिएट कर रहे हैं. पहले अपनी रोटिंग दूर करें and then we will be able to have very good students. बच्चे बड़े उम्मीद के साथ आते हैं क्लास में कि आज गुरुजी पता नहीं क्या बताने वाले हैं. अब गुरुजी अगर वही थके मांदे पहुंचे हैं क्लास में अपना रजिस्टर लेकर और डरा धमका रहे हैं, कोई हिम्मत नहीं किसी की बच्चे की बोल जाए आगे से, तो कौन सा इनोवेशन आएगा उसके अंदर? Give wings to the students, and for this purpose you need to fly first, right? You need to have wings, you need to have, अरे आज मैं क्लास में जाके ये बताने वाला हूँ, ये बताने वाला हूँ, ये बताने वाला हूँ. See, students will come up with wonderful ideas. इसके लिए प्रोफेशनल प्लानिंग की जरूरत है. देखिए, ऐसा नहीं है ये मजाक नहीं है, ये इसके लिए प्रोफेशनल प्लानिंग चाहिए. And for this purpose, there are so many tools available. Just Google out. खुद थोड़ा सा मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. And I have seen the results, and I'm happy that you are supporting, endorsing this. And I'm sure this will be a motivation for say most of we faculty fraternity who go to the class every day, and every class is a new experience which gives us so much to think and to do.
Hello, sir. May I speak for a minute?
Yes, please do.
Yes, sir. I am Dr. Abhik Mukherjee from Kolkata. I am an assistant professor in the Department of Business Administration at the University of Burdwan. Sir, actually, I can very much correlate with your lecture because this is what I think. Now, when senior professors like you say these things, that gives us confidence. Because many times when we see seniors, they are not as agile as you mentally, sir. So thank you. It was really very confidence building for young faculty members for us. And sir, in addition to what just was discussed, I would like to say that is something which I share with my students, is that my job is not to, that is for the faculty members, our job is not to cover the syllabus, but to uncover the topics in front of them. So that is what I tell my students right at the very beginning, that I am here to uncover it for you. कपड़ा सिर्फ मैं हटा दूंगा, अब आप देखो दुनिया कैसे है, through the topics that which I do.
Absolutely wonderful thoughts, Abhik. Yes, we are there to uncover. We are there not to say show off our knowledge. We are basically there to instill their thought process.
Exactly, sir.
And when we go to the students with this thought, I think so we really come up as good teachers. I have lost that screenshot which somebody had put in his or her WhatsApp status. उसमें यही issue था कि I don't teach, I just foster the thinking process of the students. And yes, when we do that, we are able to get the results. All the best to you for your innovations. You have to be a disruptive innovator in your class. And believe me, Abhik, you will be emerging as a very respected teacher, and you will be having your self-satisfaction, which will give you happiness, which will give you real, happiness when it comes to and satisfaction when it comes to coming out of the class. All the best to you. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Anybody else want to share anything? Okay, with these thoughts, thank you, sir. Thank you for your insightful discussion on disruptive innovations. As you have told, survival of the fittest, it is quite necessary in this dynamic business environment. As the new business models are emerging, new processes are coming, so disruptive innovations can change the way to think, can brought glory to the business, and innovation is the key in this VUCA world, volatile, complex,
ambiguous, and uncertain world. As the George Bernard Shaw once said, if you have one apple and I have one apple, if we exchange these apples, again you have one apple, I have one apple. So we can use it as if you have an idea, I have an idea. If we exchange these ideas, we will equip with two ideas. So ideas can transform the business. Idea can increase the productivity. You have given so many examples of disruptive innovations, how it can change the existing products and services as well as for the new entrants as well. So thank you for your enriching ideas, insightful knowledge, and making the session very live. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Now I request Astha ma'am for the vote of thanks. Astha ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for such an enlightening session. Yes, today it reminded me of your classes in the department, always techno-savvy. I was also telling my colleagues, sir, about the E-group that you were discussing today. I was just telling to my colleagues that we had a E-group in the department. Yes, we have to strike the balance between innovation and construction. So on the behalf of Arya PG College, I want to thank Dr. Tejendra Sharma ji, Chairman, Department of Commerce, Kurukshetra University, Kurukshetra, and President of HCMA, Dr. Jagdish Gupta ji, Principal, Arya PG College, Panipat, Dr. Rajinder Arora ji, Principal, GCW, Chika, Joint Vice President of HCMA, Dr. Pooja Malhotra, Assistant Professor, Dayal Singh College, Karnal, General Secretary of HCMA, Dr. Ajay Kaushik ji, Registrar, BM University, Gujarat, Dr. Satveer Singh, IQAC Coordinator, Arya PG College, Panipat, Dr. Madhu Gaba, Head of the Department of Commerce and Management, Arya College, Panipat, Mr. Pankaj Chaudhary, Organizing Secretary of this today's webinar, and to all the participants for sparing your valuable time and putting light on such a relevant topic. It was really very interesting and a very interactive session, and we hope that we'll organize such a session again. And sir, we hope कि आप हमें दोबारा से time देंगे और आपकी हमें इतना innovative ideas सुनने का मौका मिलेगा. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you very much for giving me this invitation, and God bless all the wonderful presenters, organizers, and the audience. And thank you all, and looking forward to more such events in the days to come. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I would like to add our heartfelt thanks also to Haryana Commerce and Management Association also. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Pankaj. Thank you all.
Okay. We are sharing feedback in the WhatsApp group as well as live feedback on the Padlet also. We are sharing both links in the WhatsApp group. You can share your ideas about today's session. Yes. Thank you very much. You can leave the meeting.